Amy Harrison, who loves a frequent trip over to Bali. Who's a better baller right now, Olan or Aisho Speed?
Oh, that's a joke. Really? Is this what we're doing?
Artificial.
Artificial pitch for international matches. 98% of our audience said offside.
What? No
100%.
way. You want to play on nice
Terrible.
grass.
But the turf looked so bad. Who got injured?
Irvine did his ankle bad. Alisha Lehmann.
Who'd she play for?
West Ham?
I'll forgive that because same colours. She plays for Villa.
Oh, fuck. I knew it was the shorts. I mean, not shorts, sorry. They were the fucking, you know what I mean? The tops. Dropped myself in that one. The short colours.
What's happening, guys? We are back. No Cat Haddad still. The holiday continues, Olan.
I know, she's just effed off, hasn't she?
Yeah, life's good for some of us, huh?
Does one little World Cup stint and you think she's made it.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. She's on a
Cat
beach
Haddad.
in Spain somewhere, but I think she's going to be back soon. You're going to be then going on your own little getaway.
Yeah, I'm going Bali, man.
Going
So if
Bali?
you got any Bali advice for me, let me know. We were talking a bit earlier, weren't we?
Yeah, we were chatting a little bit. That could go either way. Please don't get arrested, bro. We need you back on the pod.
Try not to.
We have a Bali resident, Amy Harrison, who loves a frequent trip over to Bali, don't you? Matilda, Amy Harrison joins us. Can you believe it's your first time on Born Offside?
That's
I know,
That's
crazy,
pretty
huh?
poor from you. Claudes, what are you doing?
Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like
She been
He
turning it
just
down?
keeps me at
she
arm's
has,
length.
Yeah. She just
fair
charges too much appearance fee.
Yeah.
The appearance fee's through the roof for
I
this.
hear
You
that,
know?
I hear that.
Matilda's appearance fees are gone through the roof.
Yeah,
the last few
they're
years.
high now.
Fair enough. Ames, pre-season's underway now with the Western Sydney Wanderers. How's that been?
It's actually been good.
Yeah?
Good, yeah.
They're not running you into the ground?
No, we did a Bronco this morning,
Right.
but not too bad.
Yeah.
It's all been football based.
That's good.
For pre-season, it's actually, I feel like it's better to come in out of shape. What do you think, Claudes?
Well, that's what I'm doing now, so
Yeah?
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I think because if you come into pre-season in shape, your coach is like, you can only get, you
True.
only
Yeah,
get
it's true.
higher.
It's true, yeah.
I did
really.
think that this morning when I was doing the Bronco. I was like, even if I do get a pretty average time,
Because you're going to do it
I'm
again,
gonna
aren't you? You've got to
improve.
do it again in like 2-3 weeks. So
Yeah.
you'd rather come in a little bit out of shape and then
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you're in shape now.
It's
yeah,
true.
You're ready
you're
to go.
fit now.
Yeah.
You came in, you're a bit, but
That's always the thing
all
with
right.
football, yeah? Like, people try to stay fit during the off-season, but the whole point of pre-season is to get
Yeah.
you fit. So you may as well just enjoy your off-season.
Exactly.
You know, just
Yeah.
party it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, not that you do much of that. No, it's good. She's an athlete.
Not much. Yeah, exactly.
She's a
I-
pro.
It was a
right?
busy off season. World Cup.
Yeah, it was a lot
I
of
was
work.
in Europe for a while.
Yeah. You went to Europe as well?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
right. Because, of course, Amy played for PSV,
Oh, yeah, I know that.
right? So
I know
Amy had
that.
that stint over there. And, I mean, I love that she's at the Wanderers. I mean, you're a Wanderers fan.
I'm a Wanderers
I
fan,
love that
yeah.
she's at Wanderers, but I always tell her, I'm like, get back overseas, bro. Such a good time for Aussie female players.
Overseas. Would
They're
you ever
landing-
go back?
Yeah, I would. I really enjoyed Europe. It was.
What was the setup like
difficult.
at PSV?
Really good. We were with the academy men, boys, but the men had their own complex to the right. We would go in, and then ours was on the other side, so we would share the facilities there with them, and then the pitches and stuff. It was really good setup, really family friendly club, and really took
You were
care
saying
of
that you
you.
cross over a lot with them, eh?
Yeah,
Murray Goetzel was there when you were there?
yeah, he was there. Who else? Van Nistelrooy was the coach of the boys at the time.
Oh,
so
sick. So you
he
saw Rude
was-
just every day, just wandering around.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally
wow.
all the time. He was really cool, really nice, genuine guy. I actually got stuck over there. It was during COVID as well, but I couldn't come back for my brother's wedding. And my brother's a big Man United fan. And I'm like, okay, how do I get him something he will appreciate that I can't be there for? So I asked Rude to do a little video with me.
Oh,
For
man.
his wedding day,
Oh,
so we
that's
like
amazing.
filmed a little video together
That's
and
sick.
said like, "Have a nice day," blah blah blah. And
That's cute.
I've not seen my brother cry too many times, but he cried at
Cried
that.
out.
Yeah,
If you're a hardcore United
sick.
fan from the early days,
Yeah.
that
Rude. He was good. Tap in Merchant, but what a
Tapping
player.
Merchant, but
What a
still
player.
Probably
Yeah.
a little bit underrated for me, but definitely one of the best.
and a
One of-
really good guy.
Yeah,
Really.
seems like
he
it.
would come in and do like pre-match chats with us, just hype us up and stuff, and it's pretty cool.
That's cracker.
What's the lifestyle like in Holland? Because I lived over there for a little bit, and I felt like everyone over there spoke English, so you didn't really have to
Yeah.
speak Dutch
Dutch,
too
no.
much.
And they're unreal at English. Like I say to them, like you guys speak better English than some people are back home.
They are really
Maybe
good.
Especially out,
sometimes.
yeah.
They
Out those
are,
ways.
they already know. They're
Out in
already.
Camden.
Yeah.
Proper English out there.
You know, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
God's
man.
country. But you are with the Wanderers. Big season coming up for you guys. Was big Women's World Cup too. You're still
Yeah.
recovering. How good was that?
Amazing.
was
Yeah,
sick, eh?
yeah.
On the
I love that
coverage.
the conversations are still going about it.
Yeah.
I had a conversation this morning with the men's S&C about it, and you know, just amazing. It was
Yeah.
such a cool month. We obviously covered every single part of it, but
Every day.
yeah, it was just amazing. It was really cool for me to see women's football in my own country. Like I remember standing at the final and just looking around in my home city, just looking and just thinking like, this is everything I've ever dreamt of. And to see it was just, amazing.
That's amazing.
You spoken to many other girls, like life-changing kind of, have they changed the trajectory of their life now? They're like superstars. I remember you telling me that like Macca's now like, would never really get noticed before, and now she can't go anywhere because everyone knows her, the goalkeeper, Mackenzie.
And she's never had that really. So she did say it was really strange. Like they're all asking for photos and stuff, and that's not really been her thing.
I think she was such an iconic part of the Matildas movement because I think her personality just shone through from in goal as well. So she was definitely a character that everyone's gonna remember for a while.
100%.
It's like going out with Olan. You can't go out with, you can't take two steps.
I wish,
can I get a photo? Olan, can I get a photo?
I wish.
I just want to get in this club. You know, I'm just using Olan to skip the line.
Depends what part of Sydney we're in. If we're in Coogee area, maybe. It's my stomping ground.
That's it. That's the old stomping ground. Hey, summer's around the corner now.
Summer's around the corner.
We've got to run that up.
Body's in shape, man. A couple Champions League appearances there.
Exactly. We'll do for
See
sure.
how it goes.
Let's speak about, let's stay on the women's football and the negatives that came from the World Cup. Luis Rubiales finally steps down.
Finally.
Oh,
yeah.
the verdict.
The verdict, Voldemort, he's gone.
Was it forced or what? Like,
I mean, shortly.
because
He wasn't stepping down off his own back.
Yeah. He took his mum taking a hunger strike in the church, going to hospital.
all of that sort
fucking
of stuff.
circus. Vilda's gone as well.
Yeah, finally.
That's it?
Yeah, both of them
Who's
gone.
that Avilda guy?
The gaffer. The gaffer that no one wanted.
So the gaffer's got, but what does the gaffer do?
Well, the whole...
Where have you been living? Under a rock or something?
No, because, okay. I know that they had the whole argument and separations and split in half and all that. The people that they were picking, but that was through the gaffer.
Yeah, but no one, like, I mean...
I feel
no
like
one
it was
really knows
everything. Yeah.
what the gaffer's done.
That's what I was saying.
It's just the players don't like him.
Yeah.
But
I
it's not
think
like-
it was the whole federation and they wanted him gone, but I think Rubiales wanted him there.
So two of them
they
were
should
looking
cut
after
the-
each other. Two
Yeah.
villains.
Trying
Two
to
Bond villains.
cut the head of the snake off.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. I don't know what's next for him, but he's finally gone, which is
Yeah,
good.
finally.
We're going to stick with some shit news. We're going to start with the dark stuff.
Yeah, okay,
right?
that's fine.
Because I like to slowly increase the mood as we go, right? We're going to start with that. But we're going to talk about it. We spoke about Mason Greenwood last week, Amy, and how he's over there at Getafe now, and he started training, and it looks like, the fans have welcomed him with open arms, which is crazy.
I've never seen so many clips of Mason Greenwood. Like they
It's
are
insane.
absolutely pumping him on social media.
It's insane,
It's
right?
like the social media team is like playing on that whole everyone hates him. Like let's get him training, get him having fun, everything, and it's
they're
getting
just-
engagement.
They're taking the publicity, like all,
Spanish is just football at the moment. It's a bit of a shit show.
they don't give a fuck, right?
Well, the girls, Liga F, they're actually on strike at the moment.
Oh, which
First
you do?
2 weeks, I
Oh, really?
believe.
Yeah.
They're not playing games at the moment.
All of the La Liga.
Yep.
Yeah. Because of that.
Because
'Cause
of
of-
pay
right.
and environments and everything standards around there. Yeah.
Oh,
So they're meant to kick off this weekend.
It was
I think
this weekend. I knew some people that had tickets for the Barca game,
Yeah.
and then they just didn't rock up.
Barca were
What?
good about it. They refunded all the tickets.
Okay, yeah, fair
But
enough.
yeah, they're in a pretty big
Shit.
battle at the moment.
What's it? You win a World Cup, you all of a sudden have the platform to do that
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know what it is with Man United wingers. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
Anthony's in trouble now.
I saw something of him crying. What was
Yeah.
it? What
What's
was
he
it?
crying?
So
for?
Olan went to the UFC this weekend, right? So Olan, there's no idea what the fuck's happening in football.
Honestly, this weekend, because I was at the UFC and I was working in the UFC, I literally was in this MMA world for like a couple of days.
That's fair enough.
So it was hard.
So you
for
don't
me
know
to-
what's going on in football.
Yeah, I
so I'm
didn't-
going to tell you.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
hit
So
me.
Anthony's ex has come out.
Yes.
Said he hit her a couple times.
God, damn it.
Headbutted her apparently.
Headbutt.
Yeah.
What?
Full Zinedine Zidane. He's denied it. He's denied it.
What allegations? Is there evidence?
So no. So there's at the moment there's not. What's
It's
happened?
his word against hers.
Well, this has been going on for a few months.
Okay.
And he got axed from the Brazilian squad. So he was called in for the Brazilian squad, and then they cut him
Oh, because of this.
Because of this. And he did a bit of a tell-all interview. Started crying. He said when he was breaking up with her, they had a fight, and she went crazy and started throwing stuff at him.
Happens.
You've been there,
Hey, no comment.
right? and he apparently grabbed her to suppress her.
yeah,
But he said
yeah.
there was no headbutt, there was no striking in any way. It was just I grabbed her to suppress her in that moment. Whatever, I don't know. At the moment, it's his word versus her word.
word.
She's come out and said he needs to be taken off the pitch. It's disgusting that he's playing during an investigation. Touchy topic.
It is touching.
While he's being investigated, should he not be allowed to play football?
Good question.
It's tough.
It's tough because there's always there's all three sides to the story, isn't it? His, hers, and the truth. But
exactly.
So
look, I've always been a believer of innocent till proven guilty.
That's the thing, yeah.
So it's hard because if you don't ever want that to happen, like no person ever should really have to go through that. And if it's true, then when he is guilty, then
he should be done. Yeah, exactly.
I think I agree.
But now,
yeah,
if he's not guilty,
yeah,
and if there's no genuine, like what Mason Greenwood, you could hear it.
Yes.
Off you go.
Yes.
But if there's nothing, then it's hard, is it?
Here's the tricky thing, right? It's like, I agree with that, right? The moment someone's convicted, the moment there's proof, there's a moment like everyone should just like push them off to the
exactly
proof field. They lose their contract, they lose their sponsorship, they lose everything, and their life's fucked. I don't mind that. But the thing is, right? It's not like you're a banker. It's not like you're working a job where you can be suspended 6 months, still get paid, and everything's okay. When you're a footballer, even if you're still getting paid, like you're not playing football. So it'll kill the rest of your career.
Yeah, definitely.
If you are innocent, that could be detrimental to your career.
Yeah, well, look at Mendy. Like
Exactly.
this whole situation where everyone was like, he's definitely guilty because of how much evidence there was to start off with. Then we found out it was coerced and all that sort of stuff. And now his career's definitely taken a massive impact.
Huge hit.
Massive.
Like
what sponsor is going to sponsor him now?
Exactly. So it is. Yeah, it's a very tricky one. Very tricky one. But United can't get it right because at the moment Greenwood's out to Getafe. He's now probably not going to play. Sancho wants to leave the club, having fights with the coach. They can't keep it. But speaking of headbutts, last week we put a poll. Last week we put a poll up.
Oh, I think I saw it. What did it say?
Because there was a fight with Roy Keane at the stadium, Man United and Arsenal.
That,
So we said if you could headbutt one UK pundit, not that you would, if you could headbutt one, and and then who would you headbutt? 36% of our audience said Jamie Carragher.
Yeah, he's got that kind of face.
Oh, that's rough.
Well, you're a Liverpool fan, so you wouldn't go. He's got the most. It was him.
Tell you what, mate, you just shut up.
31% said Gary Neville. So there you go.
Yeah, I'd go more Gary Neville.
Probably more.
Yeah.
2/3 said Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher. So they're most people want to headbutt them. Yeah. Only 9% said Alan Shearer, and I get that because why would you want to headbutt Alan Shearer?
Yeah. Shearer's not really got that kind of face.
Roy Keane, a few people wanted to take him on, 24%. This is the type of shit we talk about here, Amy. So just strap yourself in. This is the type of chat.
Roy Keane, you wouldn't want to. I don't think you'd want to headbutt Roy Keane, man.
He'd fuck you up.
I'm about to say, turn around and be gone.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. That's why ballsy act there from that Arsenal fan that even tried that. International footy on the weekend. No, you love that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge. You're international.
I like
but
international.
You know what? You did change my perspective in terms of when you said like what international football does for a whole country.
Yes.
I agree with
tournaments,
that.
yes.
Tournaments, but
these breaks,
random friendlies, I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, and even the qualifiers sometimes can get a bit shit. However, there was a charity match. Sidemen FC.
Sidemen. Yep.
Okay.
Played their charity match. You know, Sidemen play YouTube All Stars every year, Ames.
Yeah.
They won 8-5. There's always plenty of goals. There's some shit players in the pitch, but that's what it's all about.
I've got some inside information about that.
What you got?
So when you talk about shit players,
okay.
So I did a thing with Chunks, right? So me and Chunks were chopping up. We're basically boys. I dropped him home. That's my dog now.
You dropped him home?
I can call him whenever I want. Yeah, I dropped him home. So it's like, he knows who I am.
Okay.
But I was chatting to him about the Sidemen match. I was like, oh, what was it like to play in that match? And he was like, bro, it's like nothing he's ever experienced before in his life. Like, you can't hear anything, but once you get into it, you almost forget about the crowd. You just start playing. But Harry Pinero, I don't know if you know who Harry Pinero is. Yeah. If you watch his highlights last year, he was a Rolls Royce centre half. Like he's actually, you can tell he was the only one that had played before at like a not a high level, but he was decent, techie centre back, playing out the back. Everyone was like, this guy is so sick. This year, didn't get the call up.
Oh, really?
It's too good.
Because you're too good.
It's too good.
Oh shit! So they don't call you up if you're good.
If you're too good, because they want goals.
Right.
So if you're a defender and you're actually decent, good. That means there's not going to be many goals scored, which means the crowd's not going to get high. And they pretty much said he was too good to play. That's what Chunks said to me anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. But he was a baller.
Well, KSI was in goals. Got in a fight with Chunks. I think it was all.
I saw a little
it was all fucking
Speed.
Speed was in there. Have you seen? Speed.
Yeah.
Have you seen him play football?
No.
He's just frightening. He's
in a good way.
He's shit, but he dives into his tackling's actually good.
How do you say it? You know, like those players that have got all pace, no technique.
Oh yeah.
That's him.
He just runs head first.
Few of them around.
Yeah. He's a strange character. Mick Hader asked the pod, "Who's a better baller right now, Olan or I Show Speed?"
Oh, that's a joke. Really? Is this what we're doing?
It's been a while.
Level, listen, man.
They're unsure.
I don't have to bring it out. When I bring it out, I'm recovering from my injury as well. People still taking shots at me. The hell?
Speed's not bad though.
Speed is. We're not on the same level, bro. Come on, man. I'm an ex-baller. Jesus. Respect me.
I don't know. You got to get back out there. You got to get back out there. But
you get they just got promoted.
Who?
UNSW.
Yeah. He used to play for UNSW.
Did you?
That's where we met.
That's actually where we met 2 years ago.
We played together.
And I lasted 3 fucking matches probably.
Yeah, Olan had a falling out with the club.
Yeah, no. So you can't go back.
No.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think he burnt those bridges, I think.
A little bit.
We had a couple good games, though. We did have a
couple good games.
Good result for the Socceroos over Mexico. 67% said it was a positive result to draw 2-2 with the Mexicans. Did you see the pitch, Amy?
Looked atrocious.
It
looked so bad.
Was it in America,
Texas,
right?
They played in Texas, yeah.
Artificial
pitch for international matches. 98% of our audience said offside.
What? No
100%.
way. You want to play on nice grass.
The stadium itself, amazing.
Yeah.
Does it know whose home ground it was?
NFL home ground.
NFL, yeah.
Man,
And it's
who's there? Dallas Cowboys? Was it? Dallas Cowboys home ground? Yeah.
You don't want to be playing on that.
But the turf looked so bad. Who got injured?
Irvine did his ankle bad. But look, I don't know if the turf had it. Like, he kind of stepped on another player's foot and rolled it.
Yeah.
But you know, the ball was bobbling around. You could see the fucking
so bad.
rubber popping up, and it was just shit. They used to force you guys to play on synthetic,
Yeah, we used
in
to
the
play on a
women's
lot.
league.
Yeah.
Now no more.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What do you think about playing on synthetic in general?
hate it.
Do you think
I
it's
hate it.
such a different game? I think we spoke about it a while ago. It's a different game compared to grass, right?
100%.
Yeah,
Grass, the
definitely.
ball just slides. Synthetic, even when you're doing long passes,
Bobbles.
it bobbles, and you've got to underhit the ball, overhit it sometimes. Yeah.
Even just for your body, like I can tell the difference. You probably can too with all your
100%.
joints.
Yeah.
But like it
knees.
takes you so long to recover.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It's fucked.
So bad for your body.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they're playing international friendlies on that shit, but pretty bad. Socceroos got a 2-2 draw. We're up 2-0 at one point.
Ooh.
Mexico's decent side. Of course, they're
Mexico's a good side.
Yeah.
Well, they're playing in the
12th
US.
in the world.
Full Mexico. What are they, 12?
Yeah.
Really?
Mexico.
Mexico's 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico's
Mexico
a
good.
very high up team.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's not a terrible, like internationally, everyone
They're a
knows
good
they're
team,
actually
yeah.
solid.
Right. I didn't expect that. We got a good question here from Sergei Evlevsky. Better Aussie manager, Ange Postecoglou or Graham Arnold?
It's tough.
Not
I think
as
you guys can answer that. I don't think I can.
well, yeah, not as in what they've done. Obviously, Ange has gone on to do better things, but I'm saying better. Who will go down as a better national team manager, Graham Arnold or Ange Postecoglou?
They're quite similar. No?
Yeah, I don't know. Who's your head with? We don't sit on the fence on Born Offside, Ames.
No.
He's top fence sitter, so you fucking answer. Please. This is all
I'll
he
just sit
does
in
is
the middle and
fence sit.
stitch you guys up.
Yeah.
I'd say Ange.
You'd say Ange? Why would you say Ange?
I'd say Ange because Ange won an Asian Cup.
Yeah.
He's got a trophy to his name,
Yeah.
and he played better football. As much as I love Arnie, like legend, I love Arnie, and I like what he's done.
Yeah, I think that era when Ange was there, like they were good.
I mean, he didn't get out of a group at a World Cup, which Arnie did.
But then you
But
win
he
an Asian Cup.
He won an Asian Cup,
on home soil.
won a trophy, playing nice football.
An Asian Cup as well, but by the way, like it's
not an easy thing.
Asia's a
Big deal.
tough group.
Yeah, that's not Olan. He doesn't believe in Asian football.
I didn't know it existed, but
Did you see Japan on the weekend?
no, it's like it's international football.
If it's outside England, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
They beat
I'm
Japan.
such
Who did they
a.
beat? Germany,
I'm
4-0.
such
They beat Germany,
Whenever Claudes mentions an Italian player, I'm like, who?
I think everyone
Who
says
did you
that
say
now.
again? But yeah, that's why we've got Claudes here, man.
That's it. No, Asian football's on the up, man. So yeah, the fact that I'd say Ange better, but that's a very good question. Let's talk a little bit of international break because a few things disappointing. Now, Jordan Knight's asking about Italy. Italy are in the same group as England. England are in a better spot, right? But they drew to Ukraine. Your favorite player, Zinchenko, scored
I hate
against
that
him.
guy.
Why do you hate him?
Just an annoying face. And also, you saw his interview with Rio Ferdinand.
Yeah, which one?
It was like it must have been a couple
Is that when he's
months.
talking about the tactics?
He's talking like I know Pep. I mean, I know not Pep. Sorry, I'm thinking of Mikel. I know Mikel's not telling you to go in there and tell everyone their tactics. He's saying, listen, when he goes in there, I chop in here, and he goes there, and then I go there, and we go there, and I'm like, you're literally telling the whole Premier League how Arsenal are playing.
Yeah,
that is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's nice, we do this, we do that, but yeah, I think and also when he cried.
He cries a lot.
Cried, and then when he tried to get everyone in for a team huddle, and no one listened. Did you see that? That was the worst. He tried to get, boys, and everyone just walks off. We've got no willpower, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an annoying face.
Well, he scored against England.
He did.
Score against England
score.
in a 1-1 draw. That group's wide open because Italy couldn't beat fucking Macedonia again.
Italy is shambles.
Italy is shit.
What's going on with the Italian national team?
Just got a new manager, Spalletti. Still shit. I don't know, bro. I don't
Same
know
with the
what's
women
Any
this
danger in,
World Cup.
Women are shit
Terrible.
too. Yeah, women are shit too.
Christian Volpato coming in there? You got any
Volpato,
updates on that?
He'll
Volpato
probably say
scored
no
a
now.
rocket on the weekend
Oh, yeah.
for the under-21s Italy. against Germany.
He's cooking up.
He's cooking up.
He's cooking up.
Scored a great
He's trying
goal.
to prove the soccer Twitter wrong, man. He's trying to
That's
get
it.
into that national team.
That's it, bro. I don't know. I think he's still a while off. But I don't know, man. Italy just like can't beat the Massos, unfortunately. The Massos got our number. And we're in a tough group because England, Ukraine. So Italy play Ukraine on Wednesday morning. If we don't win that game at home,
Done.
we might miss the Euros as well.
What?
So that's 2 World Cups and a Euros.
Oh my God. And the Italians are passionate about their football.
Just turn into a fucking B grade
going
name. May as well
on?
call us Greece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jeez.
Not far off it. To
Not
be
far
fair.
off the Greeks, eh? Fuck.
That's
Bad. I don't want to talk about
That's
it.
really bad.
I want to talk about your boys. Scorera said, "Is Gareth Fraudgate holding back this talented England team?"
Ford game. Well, listen, the fact that Jordan Henderson is starting is a shambles.
You love Hendo.
I
eh?
love Hendo.
I love
I
Hendo
love
for
him.
what he's stood for at Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you're at the end of that tenure now. Like let someone else. You're taking someone else's
Who
spot
would you
now.
put in?
Instead of him,
Well, you had Rice, Bellingham, and Hendo started.
instead of Hendo, we go Madison there.
Well, Madison started further up.
Yeah.
You could bring in like a Bowen, drop
Bowen.
Madison in.
There's
I
definitely,
think
there's
Madison is
definitely-
a better midfielder
Yeah,
than where he played on
Yeah.
the weekend.
yeah.
You see what he's done
if
at
there's
Tottenham.
a
100%.
3, there's definitely way. It's not coming to my mind, but it's
Well,
definitely.
Mount doesn't seem like he's there anymore at the
No.
moment.
Calvin Phillips doesn't play.
Phillips is overweight.
Calvin Phillips is overweight.
Phillips looks
Because
like
he's not playing the game.
Do you know
Just
what I mean?
collecting a check at City,
yeah,
going out on the weekends.
exactly.
Probably.
Enjoy him. Still makes the squad like Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Who else is there in the midfield? What about Conor Gallagher hasn't really grown
I
into the
don't
player.
really. I don't really.
Damn,
not a
is
big
that
fan.
how
Not a
we
fan?
our midfield is?
So yeah, of course Henderson's starting.
Is that how, nah? We're missing some names. This is where we need Shabsy because Shabsy would just name off
Did Grealish play?
English.
I don't think Grealish. It was Grealish's birthday actually last week. I saw he hired out a nice. He had a low key birthday. £20,000 bungalow he hired out. Yeah, with his because he's got a missus now. He's tame.
Yeah.
Ah,
He's had
shame.
her for a long time.
Yeah, has he?
Apparently.
Has he?
That Sasha girl.
He's been rowdy.
I think they've been together for a long
He's
time.
been really rowdy. Have you not seen all the stuff about
yeah.
Grealish?
But do you kind of accept that if you're dating Jack Grealish? You accept that he's going to go out and kind of like, no?
If he goes out and has fun, but if he's like,
Oh, you'd be fine with that?
if he's just enjoying his life, but if he's
No, but
getting
when you
into
say
other
goes out and has
women,
his fun, that
Yeah,
can be
what's up?
multiple
Yeah.
different things.
Like when he's
if
out,
it doesn't include anyone else, sure.
but when he's out in Ibiza, there's going to be women around. Do you accept that if you're dating a Jack Grealish? Like, do you know that just comes with the like dating?
I think if you're like a wag over there, then yeah, you have to.
Right. So it comes part of dating a multi-million-dollar footballer is
Which
accepting
is,
that.
this is
Yeah.
a question that I ask a lot of girls, right? All right. Proposal for you, Amy, right? So this is not football related, but we can go athlete, right? So
Okay.
basically, you're either dating a guy, right, that earns, let's say he's in the top 1%,
Okay.
and your life's amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever you want, you get from this guy, right? Or would you choose the guy that is below average, but he's never ever going to cheat on you, step out, do anything wrong? Which one are you going for?
Below average.
Okay.
But see, Ames is a pro footballer herself.
Yeah.
This is what I think. See, Ames has got shit going her way herself, so she can pick and choose. But I think, unfortunately,
I think 95% of women are choosing the first guy.
I don't know about
Yeah, but
95.
I
Let's
don't
go
think
90.
95.
90.
More than half?
Yeah, I'd say probably more,
More than half are accepting a cheat every now and then for the life that you want.
NBA players.
If it gives, like,
They're
some
never
girls
at
are
home.
happy with
They're literally
like,
never at home.
They literally have a woman in every away match.
yeah.
God
Who
rest
was
his
it?
soul, Kobe
Tristan,
Bryant.
Yeah.
Tristan
Kobe
Thompson.
Bryant had a woman in every away match. Remember that when that came out? Unbelievable.
Hey.
May rest his soul.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. This is unfortunate. It's just part of the gig. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. England, Italy potentially in the mud. Germany definitely in the mud. Hansi Flick's been sacked.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Less than a year out from their own home Euros. They lost 4-1 to Japan. You talk about Asian football.
Yeah.
Japanese taught them a lesson.
You got to give him some credit.
Like
there.
they did in the World Cup last year.
Like they did in the World Cup. Did you see Antonio Rudiger defending?
Yeah, he's
He just-
woeful.
Just
What's he
walking.
doing?
Just walking
I
back.
didn't see that. No.
Bro, third goal. It's like 90th minute. He's just
Yeah.
walking back while they
Last
counter.
clip of Rudiger I saw was him getting slapped on the back for the Real Madrid match. Did you not see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Clip? As after the Jude Bellingham goal, they're all in the corner. Can't remember the player's name, but he absolutely slaps him so hard. You know when you're celebrating?
Yeah.
But it was like such a hard thud that you can, in the clip, like it's on someone's iPhone and you can hear like
How's he take
and
it?
he's like Like looking back at him, it's funny.
He's a top player.
He's a top player.
He's a top player in his day.
Probably
But
just doesn't give a fuck about it.
I think Germany wanted the coach gone, and they got that. He's
so.
sacked now, so not long.
Won in like 5 games or something.
Yeah.
And they looked average too.
They look shit.
Yeah.
And like home Euros, big expectation. First time in 20 years, Cristiano Ronaldo has not been nominated for the Ballon d'Or.
That's understandable.
Yeah, 86% of our audience agree with that. He shouldn't have been nominated.
No.
The tricky thing, though, is that the real short favourite to win the Ballon d'Or at the moment is Lionel Messi. Now, you're going to get an MLS player.
I don't know if I agree. He's the favourite?
He's the favourite over
the
World
World
Cup.
Cup. Probably the World Cup.
Yeah. Do you think he deserves it because of the World Cup?
We forget about the World Cup.
He was unbelievable, Claude.
He
got like player of the match in every game.
I love Messi.
I love Messi too. You go.
But Erling Haaland, bro.
You think he should be getting Ballon d'Or?
I think so.
Because of the treble?
Because
treble? He's gonna win a Ballon d'Or.
But
eventually.
It's not supposed to go like that.
I know.
It's not supposed to go like he's young, so we'll give it to him another time.
I know, I'm an old head, so I think you win it. Your time will
but
come.
Messi has 7. Does he need an 8th?
True. How many does Ronaldo have? 6.
5.
Yes.
5.
5. He's nowhere near him. He's nowhere near him.
I think because of the World Cup, maybe we give it to Messi because it was a fairy tale. It was a fairy tale.
And he was
World
just
Cup.
a freak.
He's brilliant.
He just like,
and he's also tearing it up now. But he's tearing it up with Inter Miami, which, all due respect, you got a player that's tearing it up with Manchester City, won a treble at his age, broke the goal scoring record.
Right.
Started the season, he's still doing it again.
You make a very good
because
point.
he plays for Norway, Ames, so he's never going to be able to win a World Cup.
Yeah,
like
you make a very good point.
But look he's the striker. Look at the players around him. I know he's an animal, but he gets good service too. But I get you. It's a tough argument because Erling Haaland is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Yeah.
But so is Messi. And to do that at a World Cup.
I know, but it's like
pretty impressive.
That's why you have the golden ball at the World Cup. That's why you have the player of the tournament, which Messi got.
True.
Do you need to give him a Ballon d'Or almost a year later?
So you basically saying your club and country accolades should be separate?
Not separate, but it's supposed to be the whole calendar year. And you compare someone who
he had a shit year
at Paris. Yes, he won the World Cup. Then he's gone to Inter Miami, which is in the MLS, which is not even in the top 10 leagues in the world.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? You got another guy playing in the toughest league in the world.
He's done it all.
And he's done it all year. I think Erling Haaland should win the Ballon d'Or. But I love Messi. I'm a Messi fanboy, and I'm saying that.
You convinced me.
I don't know. Let's see.
See if you convinced me. I'm not gonna lie.
What he did last year with City was
crazy, right?
First year. It was.
First year. And it's always, what they say, it's hard adapting to the Premier League. It wasn't really for him.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
No one's got any excuse anymore.
No, although he's at City.
Yeah, he is at City.
Yeah, it would have been harder going somewhere else. Actually, so most of our audience said Haaland or Messi. There was 8% that said other. And one guy wrote in, Nathaniel Lee said, unpopular opinion, I think Rodri deserves the Ballon d'Or.
Rodri's probably one of the most underrated players.
Yeah,
maybe.
I agree.
No, I don't think he's underrated, but under the radar.
Like, he's probably the best 6 in the world at the moment. But 6s don't win Ballon d'Ors.
No.
6s don't win Ballon d'Ors.
Let's be real.
But really, he scored the winner.
He scored some
Champions League
big
final.
goals. Yeah, he scores rockets.
A good one in the Prem that kind of gave him the win.
Yeah.
He's just an engine. He's everywhere.
so good.
Everywhere.
He can do everything in the game. He'll obviously be in that 11, that world 11, but he won't be winning any of that. Raddy Rollers asked you, which female should win the Ballon d'Or?
Bonmati.
Bonmati should win it.
I think it's a given. She
She's
won
fantastic.
the Champions League.
Yeah.
And was very good in that Champions League final.
She won
and
UEFA Player of the Year.
Yeah.
She was standing there next to Haaland.
It's true. And then she won the World Cup.
You know what I mean? She's
But
done
I
it.
think it's a given.
And won Best Player at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it in the bag. She's awesome. Absolute baller.
Freak.
Speaking of ballers in the women's game, Alisha Lehmann.
Top, fantastic baller, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I know Olan's a big fan.
A huge
Really?
fan.
Yeah. Good player.
Great player.
Who does she play for?
West Ham? She does play for West. Don't she play West Ham?
I'll forgive that because same colours. She plays for Villa.
Oh fuck! I knew it was the shorts.
She what?
I mean, not shorts. Sorry, they're the fucking. You know what I mean? The tops. Dropped myself in that one. The short colours. That's what I'm talking about. The colour of the shorts.
What colour are the shorts?
Fucking what's that colour? Purple. Claude always drops me in it. Well, anyway.
What? I didn't drop you anywhere, bro.
I dug my own grave there. Anyway.
There you go.
Certainly Doug.
Anyway,
Purple.
What's she doing?
Okay. So Alisha Lehmann has become the first female athlete to sign for Prime.
Oh, yeah.
Logan Paul and KSI's
yeah.
energy drink. Have you tried that drink, by the way?
Yeah, I have.
I've actually never
It's
tried
I
like-
still haven't had it.
It's like strong.
Yeah, caffeine.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
amps you up.
Oh yeah.
We should get some.
Yeah, you should.
I've never tried it.
Yeah.
I feel like they would like to sponsor the pod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They would.
I feel like
Yeah.
this is their type of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, I gotta have a word. Anyway,
sure.
she becomes the first female athlete. So we've seen Volkanovski's a Prime athlete.
Yeah, I spoke to him about that.
I think
Just drop that in there, sorry.
you spoke to him about it?
Yeah, I spoke to him about it.
What, the other day?
Yeah, the other day when I just, me and Volker boys.
You guys are
He
mates,
follows
huh?
me, I follow him. You know,
Yeah.
When you see him, how you doing, Volker? How's it going? How's the family, kids?
Look at that, bro. He's making moves. It's
Wow.
great that he takes time out of his busy week and comes here, eh?
Yeah.
And sits down and does Born Offside.
But he's an athlete, yeah.
He's one of them. Erling Haaland became the first footballer.
Oh yeah, did you watch that pod?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick.
Got the sleep tape.
Yeah, he
Now
sleeps with
sleep
tape on his
tape
mouth.
is
He's
like-
Yeah, it's for breathing while he's playing, right?
yeah,
when
so
you're sleeping.
No, but I'm
Oh,
saying
yeah,
it
yeah,
helps his
yeah.
respiratory
Yeah.
system.
What system?
His respiratory. Yeah, anyway, I give
respiratory,
that
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the respiratory system while he's playing, right?
yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Giant band-aid.
He said a
Yeah.
lot of his stuff's to do with what's the word? When we said what's the key to him being such a good athlete, I can't remember what he said it was, but it's like that science and physical peak form. I can't remember what it's called, but it'll come to me.
You let us know.
I'll let you know.
You
when it
let
comes
us
to
know.
me.
Just send
someone
that-
in the comments will know.
Send-
You know
send-
what I mean.
Send that one to us. But basically, so she became the first female athlete to sign for Prime. Now, she's not, we're talking Ballon d'Ors, we're talking Erling Haaland.
Yes.
We're not talking Alisha Lehmann. She's not at that standard of female player. However, the first to be sponsored by Prime, accepting a diamond chain they gave her as a sign-on gift, as well as just bunch of cash. And there's a video of her accepting all that cash and getting into a Lambo and driving off.
Wow.
Now, she's living a big lifestyle. Ames, you know how difficult it is for female athletes to kind of receive anywhere near the same pay as these footballers. Does it burn you a little bit?
No.
Or is it like,
I
you know
I
what,
think-
she's winning?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Go. They're good on her.
Okay, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter that she's not, she's a good player, but it doesn't matter that she's earning a lot more than really talented players. That doesn't burn you. It's like,
Look,
at
I
the end of the
think
day, it's a woman winning.
Yeah, exactly. Like she's, like we're talking about her now.
Yeah.
I think that's a win for women's football. Like, yeah, maybe sometimes she spoke about it in a different light. Olan.
Yeah.
But
Hey, different line.
look, she's
indeed.
doing well. She's
She's
still
built
a
brand. She's
professional
built a
footballer.
brand. She's built a
Exactly.
brand, which is
and that's what you have to do. Like
should be
she's
doing.
she's still playing in one of, if not the best leagues in the world.
Yeah.
It's not like she's, playing in some random.
No, she's still a top
League,
player and
like-
getting called up for a country and everything.
Exactly. So why not?
Well, you can't argue with them picking her. And the reason why you can't, I'll give you some stats here.
Her followings.
Well, at the World Cup 2023, so she barely got on the pitch for Switzerland.
Yeah.
Or she barely got on the park.
Okay, yeah.
She had 19 million more engagements on social media than the second most player.
Oh my lord.
And she didn't get on. Well, she did get on off the bench, but she barely got on the pitch. 19 million more than Spanish players that went all the way to the final and everything. Do
Oh my lord, yeah.
you know what I mean? You can't argue with that.
Yeah,
with
but
that size.
I was thinking I was saying earlier, but I feel like she was the first female footballer, be it good or bad, that people who didn't know anything about women's football knew her.
Yeah,
She was the first one.
she was the first one.
Well,
I
even
think
I
that's
went
why.
to a game this World Cup with my brother and his mate, and they asked, "Oh, is Alisha Lehmann playing?"
That's exactly that's
The
it.
country wasn't
And-
even there that she's from, but that was the question.
That was the
Like,
question. Everyone knows her.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
And this will be massive for a brand as well. Apparently, according to Nielsen Sports, she's got 13.4 million followers at the moment. Every post she puts on Instagram is worth 300K.
Jesus Christ.
300K a post.
Wow.
Not bad, right?
not bad.
Not bad at
Not
all.
bad.
She's winning.
She's winning.
Yeah.
She's done her thing.
Let's bring it local now. Let's talk some Aussie football. Not really because he's leaving, but Craig Goodwin.
Yeah, back to his
Yeah.
old
Where's-
Saudi club.
Back to his old Saudi club.
Oh, he's going for a bit of cash.
Al Wehda.
A bit of guala.
It's exactly
Oh,
right, bro.
okay.
He's leaving.
Cash in, bro.
I mean,
I ain't hating.
it hurts the A-League. Best player in the A-League leaving.
Yeah.
And we asked our fans, 62% agreed with it. They said, get the bag, bro. He's at that point in his career.
They did say, and I think he also said it's going to be like life changing
Yeah.
for him. So you have to.
Yeah.
You can't play football forever.
No. And also, like, he was at Saudi before.
That same
earning
club.
Good cash.
Yeah,
Same club.
yeah.
Probably earning good cash. But now he's going to be playing against Ronaldo. He's going to
Yeah.
be playing against Mahrez. He's going to be playing against Mane and Neymar. And it's like,
All
this
of
is-
them.
This is a new opportunity now,
Yeah.
like to play against these guys and to ball them. I mean, good on him. It
Good
sucks
on
for
him.
our league.
It does suck for the league, but I feel that Adelaide fans especially will appreciate what he's done for them, and he'll probably always be a legend.
And maybe we got to change our tone. Caleb Mera's written in here, Saudi buying players is no different to City buying players. You agree with that?
It's money.
It's money.
It's buying players for a lot of money.
Are we just racist? Is that why we don't like that it's Saudi Arabia, but we don't mind if it's
I feel like we don't like it because we want to do that.
You think so?
Yeah.
But we can't.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. In a parallel universe, in a different multiverse, imagine if, like, the Saudi money was, like, in Australian League.
The Aussie, the mining money.
That would be unreal. Imagine how many stadiums would be packed out here.
We wouldn't give a shit. We'd take them.
We'd take it for sure. So the fact they can do it,
Credit to them.
What's his name? Murdoch?
Yeah.
Get Murdoch around.
Big Rupert.
They did it for the Super League.
We had a few billionaires. We had Tinkler owned Newcastle. That went to shit. We also had
Clive Palmer.
The big fella, owning Gold Coast. That also went to shit. Gold Coast used to have a team.
Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In the A-League?
In the A-League.
Yeah.
And it just disintegrated? Or?
Man, it was owner, started to have fights with people, and then they made a 16-year-old captain. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
it was fucking shambles. It was shambles. It was pretty like... A-League's got some storylines, bro.
Yeah, I need to do some research.
If you go into the archives... I actually heard a story about Tinkler. Bridgie would tell me this story, Michael Bridges, because he was playing for Sydney or Jets at the time. And apparently when David Beckham came to play Sydney FC, right, LA Galaxy came, Beckham was playing. Tinkler, multi-billionaire, was like, I like this David Beckham guy, I want to meet him. Organised this whole pickup, car picked up David Beckham and Bridgie, just because Bridgie was English and he played for Jets, so he was somehow there.
Because he's English and there's a connection.
He was just there, right? Yeah. So he's in the car as well. They picked up Beckham from Sydney, drove all the way to Newcastle to meet Nathan Tinkler at his offices and everything. And he left a bottle of wine on the table. Said, sorry, I had a business thing, I couldn't be here.
You couldn't meet David Beckham.
And gave Beckham a bottle of wine, but just said, sorry, I couldn't make it.
What an idiot.
Can you believe that? And Bex went back to Sydney.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Then you wonder why it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
You did that to David Beckham.
Can you believe that shit? Yeah, weird. Anyway, that's the story I heard. This is a good one for you, Ames. Daniel Scuteri is asking us on Twitter, is it time we look at the A-League moving to winter? People always talk about this, right? I think as a fan, it's hard because you got people got the NRL. You're a Sharkies fan. Condolences.
Yeah. Tough weekend.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Tough weekend.
Tough year.
Up the chooks, huh?
Out the
chooks.
What an idiot.
I mean, we're out. So I'm just watching this from a
neutral
perspective. Going for the Wars, kind of.
Going for the Wars. They copped a beating as well. They copped a beating.
Yeah, they did.
But it's tough to compete with the other codes. But as a player, would you love to see it shift to winter?
As a player, it would be lovely to play in winter, yeah.
Yeah.
Summer is just so hot here.
They got rid of the 3 p.m s though.
They did. But then you think we're training every day in the heat.
Yeah.
I think football is a winter sport.
Yeah.
That's a big reason why I think it's not played in summer anywhere in the world.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like your crowds in the women's league, surely it wouldn't be affected if you moved to winter.
I feel like it would be better. Like I know for a fact our crowds last season turned really poor because no one wanted to come out in 34-degree heat and sit there and watch football in Western Sydney.
Yeah.
And you can't, how are you meant to bring kids and a family and, you know, it's just too hot.
Yeah.
I think football is a winter sport game.
Exactly.
I mean,
and if we have to compete with codes and
use
football should win.
Fuck it, use smaller stadiums, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't have to play at no one's played at Homebush anyway.
No,
it's
exactly.
too big. You know, like let NRL play there and play in smaller stadiums.
100%.
I wouldn't mind that. It would align with the NPL. It would align with the rest of Asia.
Yeah.
So at least we'd probably do better in the Champions League and stuff. I'd like to see it happen. I agree with you. I think football's a winter game. It's a good question there, Scuteri. Another question for you, Ames. CCR 1991. Players to watch out for in your Wanderers team, aside from yourself.
We've only had 2 days of preseason.
Are you like Capitano or something?
Don't know yet.
Oh, you guys don't know your captain?
Don't know yet. Don't know.
Right. Who was captain last year?
Claire Hunt.
And she's gone.
Gone.
There you go. So it's up for grabs.
Yeah, you never know. Never know in football. Players to watch. I feel like our team isn't complete yet.
You still got hopefully some more players popping in.
Yeah.
Maybe Sophie.
Olan's a big fan of Sophie's.
I was just saying she's a player to watch.
Yeah. Well, Sophie was on the pod.
She was on the pod.
No, she'll do well. My favourite in the team, Melcaceres.
Yeah.
We've played together since.
She start?
Like she should.
She should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can stay injury free. That's her biggest, toughest thing for her. But I think she's an unbelievable player.
Yeah, sick.
Love playing with her. I think if she stayed the whole season fit last year, she would have had a really good year.
Killed it, yeah.
But the moments we did see her were good.
Yeah.
We've got a few young ones. Millie Clegg was at the World Cup for New Zealand. Which looks good from what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, you guys start with the toughest asks of all.
We do.
You start with the defending champion Sydney FC, first game. Standalone fixture, women's only that weekend.
Oh, nice.
We should go down to that one.
When is that?
October 14th?
14th of October. Yeah.
Allianz.
Clear the schedule. At Allianz.
Yeah, at Allianz.
And it's just a women's game, which is that's usually
awesome.
they only play at Allianz when the men are also playing. This is just a women's game.
Amazing.
Yeah, it'd be really good.
Evening game?
Look, I think in terms of where they are and where we are, I think they're obviously ahead of us. They won the double last year. They've been in the final for the past 4 or 5 years.
Just get filthy.
Yeah, it seems to be how we
get
Western
filthy.
Sydney do it.
Exactly.
But
Western's
also
best.
they
Just
got
drop in it.
exactly. Olan knows. They have a very different team.
Yeah.
Sold a lot of players. We have a somewhat different team, so it'll be interesting. It'll be good. Good game to start the season. Tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Yeah.
But also makes it exciting to have a derby round 1.
Fuck yeah. I rate it. That's what it's all about. Hopefully the crowds turn out. It gets nice and heated. That's what Sydney derby's all about. We need those Sydney
100%.
derbies
Man.
pumping like
Derby's
before.
one with the men's last year was pretty big.
They got better, because the Wanderers got better again. They were shit for a while.
Yeah. And they actually Yengi was on fire.
Yeah, he's gone now. What's his
actually,
but the men for a lot of people are the favourites to
win
to go far because preseason they're killing it.
Yeah.
They're looking good.
Yeah, they are.
They're
They
looking
actually
real good.
a lot of new signings.
Yeah.
I spoke to the S&C this morning and said if they want to play that style of football, they need players who can match that physically and have that capacity to do that.
Yeah.
And it looks like they've done it well. I think was it Lachlan Brook has come in, done really well.
Yeah.
So they look good.
They look good.
Yeah.
Watch the Wanderers, man.
Yeah.
Watch the
Wonders
Wanderers.
space would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Yeah. You got to get out to some games this season, bro. You got to get back out there.
Yeah, no, I went to quite a few last year, but when it started, that's when obviously my Achilles was fucked, so I couldn't get out to that much. But this year, hopefully, I'll be out a lot more.
Up the Wanderers. I don't actually go for them, but I just want a strong Wanderers. Strong Wanderers, strong Sydney is always good. Good
100%.
derby. That's what we want. Let's go to some fan questions here. Aesthetic football. Is the existence of Lamine Yamal, which is the 16-year-old that's scoring for Spain and Barcelona now, making you feel useless, or is it just me?
I was having this conversation the other day.
You're not useless, by the way. You're just not as good
I'm gonna
as
give
him.
you some motivation right now, right?
Right.
Everyone's journey is different in life.
Go on,
right?
brother.
Sometimes you're on different paths.
Okay.
Just because someone peaks at 16, this guy might have been peaking.
Yeah.
He might be done by the time he's 21.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? You could peak at 20, have a 10-year career. Do you know what I mean?
True.
So everyone's journey is different. Don't compare your journey to someone else's.
I like
There you
that.
go, man.
I like that.
That was touching.
Speaking wisdom. You
It's
see-
true though.
sometimes-
100%
You
it's
see
true.
some actors didn't do their first movie till they were 50 and
Yeah.
now becoming,
Exactly, man. You just
multi-millionaires.
got to stay in the race the longest.
Exactly.
That's all
True.
it is. Stay in the race.
That's what it's all about. But he's a baller. He's a baller. But
Good
Barcelona
finish.
just shit out these fucking
know.
academy
I do.
prospects.
La Masia.
It's ridiculous. They're just like, there's a
and
new
I-
one every time.
And I've
Yeah.
also learned that footballers, sport in general, because everyone does everything so young, it makes you feel shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
Like Haaland's what, 21? And you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was I doing at 21?
Yeah,
Do you know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
they're in the prime, like the peak of their careers.
And they're done in the 30s.
And they're done in the 30s.
same.
Whereas if you're not in any type of sport, when you hit 30, it's like when you're just actually getting your life together.
Exactly right.
True.
Exactly right. So, stay with it. Aesthetic football. There's nothing to beat yourself up about. Len Emerson, who's your Champions League dark horse? The groups came out about a week or two ago. Who's winning the Champions League?
Newcastle.
Honestly,
Hey, it could be.
I had to throw it out there.
Probably
Who knows? Clip it.
Clip it. You never know.
I think Real look good.
Yeah.
But City are just unbelievable
You think City
at the
are back to back?
moment.
I hope not.
I hope
don't know-
not.
I don't know if I'm becoming a Real fan just because of Jude now. Do you know what I mean? I
Yes,
just kind of
honestly.
want them to do well and sit and like Jude. If Jude wins the Champions League with them, then he's already almost in that Ballon d'Or conversation, but it'll be pushing him a lot higher.
You know what Real do so well, and City do this as well, and Pep always says, you have to get new guys.
Yeah, no guys.
New guys.
You have to change. You have to change.
right? They do it so well because
They
I
do.
feel like you always wonder, why do they keep getting up and keep going again? But there's always new players who haven't won it before.
Yeah.
And I think those players drive it. Like City
Yeah.
already so good, but you get Erling Haaland, now he wants that.
Yeah.
And then now you get new players in and they want that. And I think Real Madrid do that too. Like Jude Bellingham is a world beater. He's rocked up now. He hasn't won a Champions League. He hasn't won a league.
No.
So he's just one of many. Same when they brought in Camavinga and Tchouameni and these guys, they're new players. that want to win it, and then you got a couple of your experienced heads that
you mix
can
that.
get you there.
But
you got to keep it. If you just win a title and you keep the same team, I feel like it never goes back to back.
That's what happened with Liverpool, right? Like they didn't
change.
They didn't really change. Maybe 1 or 2, but it was such a core squad for like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
It's like it dwindled a little bit.
It does.
Yeah.
It drops. It's unfortunate, but it drops. And that's what Pep always says. Like we always laugh about it because he always says like you win a title and now you got to replace.
Yeah.
You have to replace. Otherwise they'll just get too complacent. It's just human nature.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, whole new midfield now looking so much better.
So much better.
So much better.
So much better.
You have to get new guys.
You have to get
Always.
We have to change.
What else we got? Look, Crispy04. Where's Claudes' bestie Danny off to?
Where is Danny?
Danny Townsend.
Oh, we're talking about Danny that works here.
Danny next door.
Big baller
Yeah, I've heard he's leaving.
Danny Townsend's
Saudi?
gone to, he's accepted a big deal in the Middle
Wait, what
East.
do you
Yeah.
mean? Like, as in he's done with the A-League?
He's done with the A-League.
What the... Wait,
Yeah.
since when?
Well, it's not officially announced yet, but it's been doing the rounds on Twitter that he's going to leave he's leaving the A-League and he's going to go and accept a big money move in the Middle East. Could be
Yeah.
Saudi.
This is like
Yeah.
a
No one
knows.
long-term project.
Yeah.
We could be in here for the last 10 years with Danny, but I guess not. So who's gonna...
This is the thing. Like,
gonna
and
take
this is why
over?
Crispy's being a little smart ass there. I like it. But he said, Claude's bestie. We had him on the pod.
Okay.
A lot of people went crazy at it because we didn't behead him live on Born Offside, which is what a lot of people want us to do.
Okay.
Right? We just had a chat to him. Honestly,
We still asked him like some hard questions.
away from his job and away from
Danny's
the
a
A-League.
great guy.
You know
yeah.
him, eh?
Yeah, he was the
he's-
CEO at Sydney.
Don't say that
That's
too
it.
loud. They'll come for you.
Yeah, true.
Don't say that you like
Soccer
it.
Twitter.
Don't say that
You said
like it.
away
watching.
from football.
Away from football. No, he's a lovely bloke. So, and there's no doubt he's obviously been a very successful businessman. So he's probably landed himself a huge gig, more cash, and there's no soccer Twitter there. So he's probably just gone, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, man.
But
It'd be interesting to see.
the problem is who's next.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who
That's the
takes
thing.
over?
Exactly.
And how does it change the whole dynamic of the A-League?
Exactly.
Like, does someone come in, change it, or just like keep
Well,
going?
a lot of people are worried because City Football Group's very much involved. And so a lot of people reckon they'll just take over the league now, which is weird.
Yeah, it's...
I don't know.
They got money.
They got the
money.
cash and they got the influence, but it's a bit of conflict of interest when you
Very.
own a club in the league. Next one from Ish20 with a possible World Cup in Australia in 2034. Apparently we're bidding for the World Cup.
Really?
The Men's World Cup. Yeah, they're planning a bid apparently after the success of the women's.
Don't do that to me, man. That would be... Oh, my God.
Why?
A men's World Cup here would
Yeah.
be just... it'd be unreal.
It'd be amazing.
Change the game.
Why don't do it to you?
No, because I won't be able to function for like...
How old would you be at that point?
Why are we doing this? That's my age involved in any of this,
Yeah,
right?
a couple little islands by that time, maybe. We'll see how we
wait,
go.
what are we saying? 20 what?
2034. So in 11 years.
Jesus.
You don't have to reveal your age.
34? That's maths as well, man. Let's say...
Pushing the big 4-0, I reckon, at that point.
Yeah, no, but I was late 30s.
Late 30s?
Late 30s?
Yeah.
Late 30s.
Just very late 30s.
Very late 30s. about to turn 40.
Couple little islands you take him to the game.
I'll
It'd
be
be
a
cute.
billionaire by then, man. I'll tell you
It'd
that
be
now.
cute. But he's actually asked us, which stadium do you think should host the final? It's a very niche question.
You know what? I actually don't like...
Homebush?
is it Homebush?
The big one here in Sydney?
Yeah, I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it.
It's the only big one.
Exactly.
Otherwise,
yeah.
go to MCG where
What
you're
about
about
Allianz? How big is that?
40
won't
something
fit.
thousand. It's
Not 40.
not enough.
Yeah.
For a World Cup final, you need at least 70, 80. But if we
Because it feels so far away.
if we
Yeah.
land the World Cup, we'll change the stadiums.
You'd have to build something.
We'd have to change it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way. Because people say, oh, have it at the MCG.
Nah.
Have you ever watched football at the MCG? It's
I
terrible.
don't. It's
You need your
to be
binoculars.
honest, even like a core sometimes at Stadium Australia,
It's
whatever,
shit.
you can't watch football
No,
there.
no. Yeah. I always judge a stadium by you got to judge a stadium by the worst seat in the house.
Yeah.
If you sit behind the goal in the corner at a call, it's terrible. Whereas at Allianz, behind the goal in the corner, it's
Great.
still good.
Yeah.
And that's how you got to judge a stadium. But
Yeah.
big games coming up this week, guys. Plenty of football. You can relax because club football's back.
Club football's back, yeah.
Right.
Chelsea.
Chelsea's look. We'll get to the shit teams in a second. Let's start. Let's start with the good stuff. Australia Cup quarterfinals are on from Thursday on. Leverkusen Bayern, big game to watch. Both teams unbeaten. Xabi Alonso coaching Leverkusen.
I love him.
He's just
Just a Rolls Royce guy.
He's a Rolls Royce
Yeah.
guy.
That's it.
I think he's going to be like
Smooth.
a Pep one day.
Yeah,
He's
so
got it in
smooth.
him.
I could see that.
He's like the Andrea Pirlo of Spain. Like they're just smooth people.
Yeah.
But I think he's a better manager than Pirlo. Inter play AC Milan. It's always a big game in Italy. You went to watch that Champions League.
Yeah, semi-final.
This one was at Champions League semi-final. Inter versus Milan.
Big. How did you get tickets?
No,
connect.
No,
She
few
knows
people,
you.
yeah.
That's that professional football things.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It is.
That was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Were you there when it was a Milan or Inter home game?
Milan?
Milan home game.
That was just the best
sing
atmosphere
the
I've
song?
ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, it was
Fucking
so
cracker.
cool.
I want to go San Siro before they knock it down.
No, they're not.
They're not doing it anymore?
Nah.
I
They said no.
Italians.
Yeah, I know.
They're so dramatic, eh?
Yeah.
They just said they were going to do it, so
Yeah.
everyone goes.
Uproar. No, we're fine.
Yeah, they recently just said no, they're not going to do it.
Yeah? Oh, well, that's good. That's good. The theatre of football.
So you got time.
Yeah, I've got plenty of time to get over there. PSG take on Nice, if anyone cares about the French league anymore. Real Madrid, Sociedad, danger game. Real versus Real. And Barca, Betis.
Yeah.
Danger game for both of them. And United take on Brighton. I reckon that's my favourite game.
I reckon Brighton will win.
Probably. Brighton smack everyone at the moment.
Yeah,
Got
Brighton.
Hansi Flick now, Starboy.
Well, they got Ansu Fati.
Oh, yeah.
They got wingers galore. United could use
He's on loan, right?
He's on loan. He's on loan.
Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he'll start.
Nah.
I don't think he'll start.
Not yet, I don't think.
I reckon De
become
Zerbi's like such a in his
Yeah.
ways manager that he won't just start him because he's fatty. Because he's already got. Oh, why would you change that 11?
Yeah, they're doing well.
They just destroyed Newcastle, showed
Yeah.
him how to play.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't change the 11, bring him in off the bench, which is crazy to think, but I think that's what they got to do. Liverpool take on Wolves, 9:30 kickoff. Confident? Yeah.
I've been so impressed with Wolves so far.
Nah, you guys looking good, but
Yeah, we do.
Paul look good.
It's nice, finally.
Well, if anyone cares, Chelsea's playing Bournemouth.
Jeez.
Tough
Go on,
game.
I'm
Bournemouth.
not even gonna listen.
That's a
They're
danger
probably
game.
going to lose.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna.
That's away as well.
Jesus, man.
That's a danger game, Olan.
It is a danger game for us. I don't recognize my team anymore. I said this before. Like I just don't recognize.
It's a bit sad
who they
because
are.
Chelsea had that.
Like, I was watching. You know when you just go back and you watch like
The classic games.
classic games.
Yeah.
And you're like Willian, Hazard, Diego Costa in the middle. You know we had.
We were feared.
Kante, Matic.
Feared.
Like, you know, you could name the starting 11 before it was even put on the screen.
And I backed Chelsea in any match ever. Like Chelsea would pull Real Madrid in the Champions League,
And he's
Bayern,
like,
and
I
I
would do
backed
that.
that Chelsea will win.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Or even like Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, it's like,
yeah.
Yeah. You know.
And I know you love your Chelsea. I know you grew up on your Chelsea over there in
Yeah, I
London.
do.
Can you name me the starting lineup from last game? In goals?
The fucking reject from Brighton. What's his name?
Sanchez in goals.
Sanchez in goals.
Do you know the back three that started?
It was, I only know Thiago,
Thiago Silva was there, yeah.
Young, two of the young centre halves.
Yeah.
Colwell, was it Colwell?
Yeah,
someone?
Colwell started, yeah.
Colwell, and then I can't remember it.
Dizazi started
I
next
can't
to him
even
as
say
well.
His name.
Then out wide on the right wing back.
Right wing back. I'd go left wing back first. Is Ben Chilwell.
We had
right?
Chilwell, yeah. He was
Right,
captain, can you believe it?
Yeah, I know. He's not a skipper.
Yeah.
what's wrong with Reece James?
Not a skipper.
He's
at all.
always injured.
He's always injured.
He's always injured, man. He's got to
Remember,
fix that
remember
shit.
the Trent James saga?
Yeah.
It's over now. But only because of injuries.
But who won that? Trent?
I think, honestly, they both declined a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you
Because
reckon?
it was such a like trending topic.
Yeah, it was a trending topic.
You said one thing about Trent,
Yeah.
like everyone would come for you.
That's how I got half my views on TikTok.
Trent the other day, him in the midfield.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rate him in there. Well, he grew up
Yeah.
playing there apparently in
Yeah.
the youth grades.
The way he can pick a pass,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I would say he's dropped off a bit though. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would say him and Reece James both are not really in the conversation of best right backs in the world.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Fair point.
anyway, the rest of the team's not that important. But Caicedo
Yeah.
has been playing pretty shit.
I watched the.
Did you see the
compilation
goal?
Yeah.
His mistake, and then they went and scored.
Yeah,
I
in the Nottingham
watched
game.
the compilation of his debut. And
what?
Yes, I saw that
Is it
too.
not called a compilation? What's it called?
Compilation?
Listen, you would not believe English is my first language, but it is, unfortunately. But this is why I'm here. But I don't even understand how
was so
he was
bad.
worth that much. I don't even know who we bought. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like the
Most
same player.
expensive English player ever.
He's the
Like in so English Premier League signing ever.
Okay. Yeah.
And he got bossed against, and then there was a video because the other day they played Argentina and Messi's just sending him left and right and just leaving him on the floor. It's like 36-year-old Messi is just like sending the most expensive Premier League player ever for
Twisting
chips.
and turning, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I don't. Well, again, we'll let him settle in, but I don't know. Chelsea team.
Another building year, as long as they don't get relegated. But anyway, plenty of
Lucky
football.
Liverpool didn't spend all that money on him.
I know. And they were both fucking bid war.
But yeah,
Can you believe that
fighting
shit?
over him.
Yeah.
I think he went to Chelsea because it's his childhood club.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys got out scot-free by the
Thankfully.
looks of it. Plenty of football on this week, and we'll be back at Optus Sport, huh? You and I.
Yes,
We'll see you
Thursday.
there on Thursday.
Yep.
Exactly right. Olan.
Yep.
You're going off to Bali. Enjoy yourself, mate.
I'm off to Bali for 4 days.
Don't do anything stupid, please.
Don't drink any water.
I try not to drink water and do drugs.
Well, definitely no drugs. Definitely try not to do drugs. Not that we don't condone any drug use.
Chappelle.
You're on Born Offside.
That's true.
Take it easy on the ice. As in the ice cubes.
Hold on a second.
The ice cubes.
The ice cubes.
You got to be careful. Don't drink it. Don't open your mouth. You open your mouth in the shower?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, don't drink the shower water. Don't do that, bro. You keep your mouth closed.
Jesus.
Brush your teeth with bottled water.
Yeah, bottled water when you brush your teeth.
Right, yeah.
Okay?
Let's hope I'm not sick next week.
You fire up the apps? Swipe it in Bali or?
Nah, we were all in person here.
Yeah?
In person.
You're going to meet them out at the bars.
Yeah, see what happens, man. You know my game.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. Jesus, Amy, we'll let you get the fuck out of here. We'll let you get
Thanks
the fuck
for
out
joining
of
us,
here.
Amy.
But definitely if you want to put a word in for him with
Who?
Who was the one you from the Wanderers?
Sophie? What?
Sophie.
No.
If you want to put a word in,
she's
for
a
Sophie,
wonderful woman.
Olan's a big fan. Nothing wrong with
Big
that.
fan.
If
okay,
you want to go
yeah.
out for a drink, there's no problem.
She's got a boyfriend. What are you talking about? She's got a boyfriend. But,
okay.
you know, in football, we've got a goalkeeper, so it doesn't mean anything. Let's end on that note.
And on that note, Amy, thanks so much for joining us here on Born Offside on your debut. We'll see you again soon for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
And Chanel, who's been the dog here on the couch the whole time.
Yeah.
Looked like a pillow. She hasn't moved. And she was here the whole time. But we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you subscribe to the pod. Follow us on all our socials. Do your thing. Flick us a 5-star rating if you're having a good time. We'll see you next week. Cat's back next week. Cat's out the bag.
Fantastic.
See you there.
Can't wait to grill her.